Hello everybody, welcome to Hollywood Sports, the most realistic sports channel on YouTube. Hey guys, I want to bring you a video because I have a subscriber, 737 Grant. 737 Grant, I want to say thank you for being a subscriber of Hollywood Sports. Thank you for your support. You asked for a video in NCAA 09. You wanted to see Clemson, Syracuse. Well, I'm going to bring that to you. But I just wanted to show you my face, and I just want to say thank you for being a subscriber. I don't mind taking requests, and I just want to say thank you. Enjoy the video.
Game on the menu tonight, folks, between the Clemson Tigers and the Syracuse Orange. And there are the starting lineups for each team.
There are two solid power forwards that will be matched up against one another. Yes, it'll be a treat to watch them battle on both ends of the court. They both have the potential to take control of the paint and the game.
Tonight we've got an interesting matchup at the shooting guard position. Number 23 is a player that can really knock down the three ball if you leave him open.
His counterpart tonight is going to be tough. He's a pure shooter, which should make for some interesting matchup.
All right, there you have it. Let's get to the action, see what's in store for us. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we go. And after all the anticipation, we're underway. The shooting guard with the ball.
Up and inside.
Ten seconds remaining on the shot clock, and a chance to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, good second effort to stay with it right there. Did a great job attacking the defense.
This is the team's first trip to the free throw line. He makes it. A great trap initiated by the defense.
Very soft defensively, no pressure on the basketball.
And with that, there's going to be some open jumpers if they don't pick up defensively. The defense traps him into a 5-second call. I've seen you out there with pom-poms, Mr. Vitale, but not looking that good.
I'll tell you what, don't look that good. I can't dance like that, baby.
Barnes handles the pass. They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in. Did a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
Might be a ball screen here, Dick.
Well, you got to...
With a great block. Number 21 takes the feed. Barnes may have escaped one there. In the clear. He drains the long-range bomb. Our three-prong attack tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brad Nessler with Dick Vitale and our friend EA, Aaron Andrews, checking in from the sideline. He dribbles around the trap.
That trap didn't scare him, Brian.
Whistled for the foul. He'll go to the line. First one, good. And he got them both. The Carrier Dome is going crazy. The roof's about to come off this place. Harrison may have escaped one there. Harrison handles the pass. He makes the block.
Nice rotation over, blocking that shot. I love it when teams help one another. It's not a one-man game defensively. You got to help your teammate out. You got to rotate over.
Now looking for the ball screen, Dick.
Hey, the two-man game, Brad. So many teams incorporate it into their scheme because it works.
Turns it over. Transition opportunity coming up. The defense is dictating their offense.
Hey, that's the way you draw it up, Brad.
They might have him in some trouble here, Dick.
Great trap, Brad. Great composure to pass it despite the trap, Brad.
Knowles comes up with it.
Handled the trap really well there, Brad.
Haas handles the feed. No good from the field. Lets it fly. No good. Coach wanting them to set up defensively now.
Hey, Brad, he finishes this one off the transition.
The ball goes out of bounds. Let's check in courtside with Aaron Andrews. Aaron?
Brad, before the game, both coaches and players said they were looking forward to tonight's matchup. Whose weaknesses will be exposed and who will really step up, guys?
All right, thanks, Aaron. EA, of course, our third member, getting that additional insight and dealings from the sideline. He passes it out of the trap. Tries for two. Haas picks up the foul. With the free throw. Gets his first.
He converts on that free throw line, and that's major.
Harrison may have escaped one there.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
They get an open three. I wonder if he's ever going to get any help from his teammates, Dick. He's doing it all and then some.
Call this a one-man show, Brad. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Traps in place, Dick.
Hey, dodge one there, Brad.
Morrison handles the pass. That spin move's not going to work against a defense like that.
I tell you, they did a great job scouting post play because they were really anticipating the spin.
Haas receives the pass. Kicks it out. For the bucket. Perfectly executed. They've got him trapped. Passes it out of the trap. For two. Off the rim and no good. Pushes it up. Goes up for two. You can't be that aggressive. Brown makes his debut into the game.
I'll tell you, this kid comes in with fire, Brad. He really knows how to bring it.
Steps to the line for the freebie. Good. Number three makes his first appearance.
I tell you, this youngster can provide a spark on either side of the floor, Brad.
Escapes the trouble and makes a pass out. Looking to move it around the perimeter. On the shot clock. He gets the rebound. Well, let's take a look at the tempo each team is going to try to set for this game. Richard?
Well, whenever you have two teams looking to control the speed of the game, you need to keep your eye on how each team makes changes. Setting the tempo can be an advantage, but adapting can be just as important.
He puts up the J. Off the mark. At the end of the first half, the Tigers trail by one. Let's rewind a little bit here and watch the play of the half. Dick, what do you see or maybe not see with the points of emphasis?
I think they've done an insufficient job so far and do not seem prepared. We covered some important points during the pregame, and I don't think they've achieved any of them. They must do a much better job in the second half.
Okay, there you have it. One more half of basketball remains, and we'll see how the teams address these points of emphasis. Clemson is practically handing the ball over to the opposing team like it's a Christmas present or something right now, Dick.
Hey, any team would gladly receive this kind of nice gesture. I bet they're not getting anything but a mouthful of criticism from their coaching staff.
Dick, in the second half, our player matchup update, and they're playing very, very even right now, and they're not making mistakes.
I tell you what, not making mistakes, and both are doing a great job getting to the free throw line. I think that's been essential, and they're converting on the line.
Tries for two. Up and in. All right, let's check in third member of our team again. Here's Aaron Andrews.
The Orange have done a poor job so far pushing the ball in transition. They prefer to play up-tempo and did not do a good job of this in the first half. I overheard a member of their coaching staff saying that they've gone away from their ideal style of play. Dick, you mentioned that this would be a key for them earlier, and guess what? You were right. Guys?
Thanks, Aaron. The ball goes out of play. Looks like we got a couple of teams that really want to get out and run here.
Hey, when they're playing that up-tempo style, it's great to watch. The speed and philosophy to score quick and often is definitely exciting to watch.
For the bucket, the lay-in. Well, this man's in trouble. He passes it out of the trap. With all sorts of time. The Orange have found a player who cannot seem to miss, Dick.
They need to keep feeding him the ball. It's simple.
Haas receives the ball. And the ball goes out of play. They'll set it up from the baseline. For two. Up and in. They've got him right where they want him, Dick.
He almost found himself in some trouble there, Brad.
Morrison handles the feed. They work the perimeter. And his shot blocked. It'd be nice if he could get some assistance out there. That young man is doing it all for his team right now.
If he keeps this up, he may collapse. His teammates must pick it up.
Traps in place, Dick.
Great pass out of the trap, Rod.
He may be in some trouble here. Barnes may have escaped one there. Eludes the trap there. Looking for a good shot. They get an open look for three. Morrison is really turning some heads right now. He's on fire.
Brad, he's on fire.
Harrison may have escaped one there. Picked off. Barnes receives the ball. All right, let's check in third member of our team again. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Well, Brad, the player matchup has been our focus tonight, and he's been effective because his teammates are finding him in the right spots, and he's knocking down all his shots, guys.
Aaron Andrews, our sideline correspondent. All of you know that with an additional insight there. The point guard with the ball. Had a momentary look from three-point land. He passes it out of the trap. This one might go down to the final buzzer.
In close games like this, Brad, offensive and defensive execution is very important.
Well, let's take a look at the tempo each team is going to try to set for this game. Richard?
Well, whenever you have two teams looking to control the speed of the game, you need to keep your eye on how each team makes changes. Setting the tempo can be an advantage, but adapting can be just as important.
Cross court.
Escape the trap.
That spin move not successful, Dick. He rejects it. Barnes receives the pass. For the deuce. And in and out. Pushes it. Listen to the crowd. You can cut the intensity with a knife.
It's crazy in here, Brad.
And we get a look here at our foul and timeout situation.
Hey, Brad, many games are lost because coaches fail to manage the clock. Possession or timeout situation. Let's see how these coaches fare tonight. I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box.
He takes the open jumper. Morrison is feeling it right now.
They need to keep feeding the ball. It's simple.
Timeout on the floor. Aaron Andrews, what do you got for us, EA?
Well, I think at this juncture, it's important that the players on the court are all communicating. This is a message that the coaches will likely convey to their players. Everyone realizes that the margin for error is small and that paying attention to the details is the most important at this point. Let's see what happens.
Timeouts are a great opportunity for coaches to organize their team and talk some strategy. But what types of things do you think they're discussing over there?
It's tough to say, but I can guarantee that the coaches want their respective teams to be on the same page. Once the timeout is over, nothing is worse than being disorganized or turning the ball over immediately following a timeout.
On the outside, he puts up the tray. The shot won't fall. Well, it's time to start fouling. They got to stop the clock.
They have to foul in order to stop the clock, Brad.
Well, there's a turnover situation. I guess most notable, the number of points off turnover.
Well, Mr. Nessler, that's why you want to take care of the basketball. You want to protect it. Turnovers will result in points being scored at the other end. That's one statistic which coaches always monitor.
Foul, and that stops the clock again. Sometimes a stat that gets lost, Dick, turnovers, and that can kill you in a ball game.
I'll tell you, turnovers can absolutely destroy a team's performance. If you give teams easy baskets, you got no shot to win.
They'll throw it in from the side. And yet another foul as they're just trying to hang on here.
Trying to execute on the inbounds.
And the clock stopped with a foul. One and the bonus. Makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Gets the second shot.
This is a very important possession. They got to score to stay alive.
What does this team need to do out of this timeout to be successful here, Dave?
Well, on offense, they need to get their scorers good looks at the basket. Nothing is worse than coming out of a timeout and not knowing who you're trying to get the ball to. Defensively, I'm sure their coach is preaching intensity and rebound.
We're ready to get back to the action. 5 points separate these two squads right now.
No one's leaving this building without a fight, Brad.
Gets it back out. He had to hurry that one. The Tigers have got to continue to get him the ball.
Brad, he's on fire.
What are your final thoughts regarding some of our points of emphasis earlier in the game, Dick?
Those points of emphasis are based on the team style of play. Delivering on all, if not most of those points, should help secure the victory. Understanding your team's strengths and weaknesses is so important, Brad. I can't emphasize that enough.
You've got to know your strengths and weaknesses, and if you don't, it often results in losses. Dick, you look back, it was a great matchup. We expected it to be, and it turned out to be everything we'd hoped for.
I'll tell you one thing, the team has really responded as a unit, and they've taken advantage of the abilities of their stars.
Syracuse was given all they could handle tonight.
They expected to be the victor. They just didn't expect it to be this close.
Brad Nessler saying so long for my partners Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews. Thanks for joining us.